On Thursday, the 2nd of July, GLW made me $1,729 in my paper trading account. And it wasn't even a difficult trade. The most difficult part was the beginning. I entered a trade, I've had my stop loss, then I doubled down and I said I want more shares, and I bought about half. And then I load my stop, and then you'll see in a second what happened. And because I didn't close out, I ended up making well in excess of my 1 hour daily target. This is 3.5 times that. So let's look at the trade here. So this is the hourly chart on GLW. I've never heard of this company before, but hey, if it worked, it worked. Let me try and hide. Yeah, I'm gonna hide it for this chart. Basically, what happened was this hourly chart really got ahead of itself, really got extended, came down, gapped down, and then put in this sort of base. It kind of crashed, went to the side, and I traded it on this day right here, and this bar. If we go on the 15-minute, this is what I was talking about. So it goes sideways. Let me show this. Let's hide this. It went down, and the second starts here. So this is the end of the prior day. So it comes down, goes to the side, doesn't go anywhere. Then the next day we gap up just above, and then it comes down really hard and then continues lower. Now I got in, I can show these now, but I got in here. So my first entry was down here, and you can see the actual entries on my week 2 trade review. Not trade review, but paper trading results for my second week. You can see those entries and exits and stuff, but I'm looking up at my log and it says 217. So right there, that's where I entered, just there. I went short and I put my stop right above there. Now it traded down. Let's look at this lower time frame. I enter right here. It comes back down. It goes up, takes out this low. So I add and I put my stop just there. Now it goes against me and I really wanted to close this. And it went up here, came back down. Now I'm thinking, okay, I'm gold because it's gonna go in my favor. I'm gold. It takes out the high one more time. This is when I really wanted to close the trade. This bar was huge and it was going in the opposite direction. At this point, I'm losing almost twice as much on this trade, almost. But I let it go. It comes back down and it crashes like this. So, um, so this is what it did. And I closed it. Let me look at my log here at 12:10. My first close was at 12:10. So somewhere here. And the price was 201.67. So 201, somewhere there. So it's just there somewhere. In here. In here. Then I got that's closing 72% of the trade. Let me show you this. That's closing 72% at this price. And that's capturing 2.2 hours in one close. Then later I closed, it came much lower. At 2 o'clock, I closed here. So let's look at that. So it says 1 at 4, sorry, 2:04. So 2 here. Basically here. I got tired of the trade. Basically what was happening, I just wanted to close the day and just leave and do something else. So I closed it right there at 195.3. 195.3. So it's basically there. Oh, sorry, that's the 194. 195.3. It's here. So it's somewhere in this region here. At 12. Was it 1204? Sorry, 204. So it's here somewhere. It took out this bar as high, and I was out. That's it. I wanted to leave the screen. So yeah, that was the trade. Went up really hard, crashed again, gap down, couldn't go back up. I shorted it. The best entry would have been up here, but I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if this was going to rally or not. So I just waited for that little bit of confirmation. I probably waited too long, but even with this entry that wasn't anywhere near the best, and then adding some more here, this would have gotten me out. And I decided to let it pivot, and it did. It turned around, and then it went into my favor here. The best. Let's look at this. The absolute best exit was 193.52. I captured 92% of that. So that is pretty good. Now, yeah, I'm blown away by how good this worked out. So it wasn't a real trade, it was a paper trade. But if you follow your strategy, I wish I would have gotten in here. This would have been the better entry, maybe somewhere below here or somewhere in here. But even with this entry that wasn't anywhere near what I would have liked, I mean, 3.5 Rs for one trade. It's just wow. So yeah, great trade. GLW on the 2nd of July from 9:33 to 2:04. 3.5 Rs. $1,729. Right there. Incredible.